Okay, hello everyone, welcome back once again to the third video of the day. Anyway, so One Piece is going on break for a month, and I know you have heard this. Of course you have, like you use Twitter, you use Instagram, everyone it is everywhere. And Oda is taking a break to like prepare for the final saga, but unlike Black Clover, it's a 1 month break. Black Clover was 3 months break, and Jump, like, okay, let's just talk about Jump for a while first, because that's also kind of important. Jump is really shitty right now. Now, like, the only good series that are serializing are the previous ones that have already been established, but all the new series are being cancelled, so there isn't any new content coming up. But many of the peak most loved series are on hiatus or are going on hiatus, like Hunter x Hunter on hiatus, Chainsaw Man on hiatus, One Piece about to go into hiatus. And the only two that are actually going to be serializing are My Hero and Jujutsu Kaisen, which the fans are actually like, okay, let's just read the manga. Therefore, there are other manga in there as well, but you know, once this particular property has been adapted in the anime, its fan base increases vastly. Chainsaw Man is the sole exception for that. Like, of course, like, the fandom is going to expand for Chainsaw Man as well. I just don't think it's going to be that big of a change. But anyway, let's talk about when One Piece will return in a month. It should return roughly around like Black Clover, and if like they Jump is a business. So if they want to sell their, like, well, I don't know how well the Jump manga actually sells in Japan because they don't really publish it outside of Japan. And if they want to sell them, the best way is like Black Clover, One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, Chainsaw Man. Bring all four of them back at the same time, because like that's gonna be the perfect sales pitch for anything. Like, you just tell someone like, oh yeah, four of the most adored series in Jump in a particular serialization are coming together after a long hiatus. Together, they're gonna buy the shit out of those books. So that's why I think like Jump should probably like release Hunter x Hunter, Chainsaw Man, Black Clover, and One Piece in like the same issue. It's probably not gonna be that because hiatuses are longer. Hunter x Hunter isn't really like consistent, and it's gonna be like 4 chapters. And I don't know anything about Chainsaw Man, what's going on with that manga. Anyway, so let's see what Oda has to do in the next arc, and next saga, I should say. There are a lot of things that are unanswered, and just for context, I went on Reddit, and like I was curious as to like, okay, what are the unanswered questions in One Piece, so that I can make more videos on it. A list of almost 112 questions came up. All of those which have to be answered by the end of the story in the next saga. So most likely the arcs are gonna be like Elbaf, Lodestar, flashback arcs. There are gonna be like 2 big flashbacks, that's guaranteed. And those are like White Century flashback and then God Valley flashback. In the middle, if Oda wants to introduce crazy fan theories like Rocks coming back, it's not all that crazy, but it is feasible that Rocks would come back. I will make a video on how that is possible. Subscribe if you want to see that. And yeah, so if he wants to include all these crazy fan theories, which he really doesn't do all that much, but if he wants to, it's going to take roughly 6 years of serialization, because this is the final saga. And Wano and like the Four Emperors saga had like 3 arcs in it. 3 behemoth of an arcs, which can be called sagas in and of itself. But this is the final saga, and Oda is like getting too used to drawing these long form arcs that run like years. So most probably it's gonna take like a long time. Elbaf, Usopp's arc guaranteed. Lodestar is, I think, Robin's arc, because we have had a long time since Enies Lobby. And Robin needs some time him to like shine once more, and there could be a lot of lore in Lodestar as well to explore. But if not that, let it be Frankie's arc, because Frankie hasn't gotten a serious character arc after his introduction till date. 8. Not much of character development either. But while Lodestar could be Frankie's arc, where the hell is Roger's ship? Like the most likely place is gonna be Lodestar Island because that's one place Marines can't really go reach that easily. Or it could just be like hanging out in like Laugh Tale, just waiting there. Okay, I'm just gonna stay there till a cyborg shows up and fixes me so that I can sail again and avenge my pirate, my captain, which wasn't really killed by the Marines. Well, sort of was, but not really directly anyway. It's like, where the hell is Roger's ship? Or Jackson? That's a question. And most probably Lodestar Island, and Frankie could fix it. That could be something. And like, just like the final legacy of the previous, or the first king of the pirates. Let's just fix that. Like, it can't be that hard. Like, this doesn't look good at all. Well, I don't know if Luffy is the type of guy to do that actually, but he might. Right, because he does have some sort of admiration for Roger. We saw that on Lockdown, that Luffy does have an admiration for Roger, and he probably wouldn't like to see Roger's ship in that condition. So Frankie could fix it. That could be his character arc. Yeah, I couldn't think of anything else. Also, that's one thing that Frankie can do. And then we need something for Zoro. But well, Zoro got a lot of time on Wano. Let's focus on the other Straw Hats, because Elbaf is Usopp's arc. That much is like guaranteed. Indeed, Usopp's and Shanks is probably, depending on if Red is canon. Because if Red is canon, Luffy can have an interaction with like Shanks there. Maybe no need to go to like Elbaf for Shanks in particular. But yeah, I don't know what's actually going to happen. And much like you, so I'm going to be posting theories on this channel now. It will evolve into a total One Piece channel with like other series thrown in there somewhere. Most likely, like it's going to be One Piece for the next 2 weeks because we're getting 2 chapters in a row. And after that, it's probably going to be My Hero again, being the only popular series left in civilization. I do not read Jujutsu in manga. I cannot read Jujutsu. It's in manga because the art. Oh my fucking god! Well, it's still fine, but that previous. I'm still racking my brain around as to what that previous ability was. That last really complicated Nen ability. I understood the princess ability in Hunter x Hunter. That precognition and the future seeing one, and I forgot the princess name. Anyway. Now I'm babbling, and One Piece is going on hiatus, and there's gonna be a lot of epic stuff and a lot of things for us to talk about in this upcoming month. So let's hope for the best and get into it. There isn't anything else I can say. Well, theorizing is something, and do you think Law is gonna die? I think Law is gonna die. Why? I'll tell you. If you subscribe, that video is gonna show up soon too. So subscribe.